Michael, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the competition where you couldn't work for Prince because Mike had his people, Prince had his people? How serious was that competition? Because we hear stories all the time.
Mike definitely stopped me from working with a lot of people at that time.
Like who?
Just a lot of artists. A lot of artists was calling me to work at that time, and Mike was just like, "I'll pay you not to work with them."
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was like, I need you. And it wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing of I'll pay you not to work with them because they're not good or anything like that. It was more so I need you here, focused and locked in on what we're doing.
You know, we always hear the conspiracy theories, like, you know, they be like, oh, Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. Michael's the only person I believe they really tried to railroad like that because of what he did with the publishing in the music industry.
He talked about it all the time. He talked about it all the time. One thing I will say is that in the studio, he would always talk about how he lived in a certain fear. And I used to always try to reel him in a direction like, yo, you only supposed to fear God. Man shouldn't have you feeling like that. No man should have you living in that space. But he lived in that space a lot because he felt like he had something that was so valuable, which he did. He had something so valuable that people wanted.
He owned like half of Sony ATV's publishing, right?
Yeah, I think what people have confused, I'm glad you said it that way, because I think people have confused the narrative. People for so long have said, Michael owned the Beatles catalog.
I heard that.
No, Michael owned Sony ATV.
That's right.
Which is Babyface, Mariah, the Beatles.
Beyonce.
Probably some of my catalog was in there.
Isn't
You
that
feel
like half
me?
the
Like,
music industry?
yes. Like, I mean, you've got three giants, right? At the time, you had three giants. Sony was pretty much the biggest out the three at that time. And they did a deal with him that, you know, forever he felt that they wanted back. You know what I'm saying? And
you think they threw all those cases at Michael because they wanted it back?
I think it could have had something to do with it. I'm not going to say exactly that, but it could have had something to do with it. But I believe none of it because I was around Mike all the time and I knew the kind of person he was. So I'm like, they really trying to kill his character.
Yeah, I don't believe
And
it.
he would say it, like, he'd be like, they just can't stand that I'm the greatest. He would literally say that. He would literally say that. They just can't stand that I'm the greatest.